Hey, MacDowin here. Today we are taking a look at Red Strike from McFarlane's Fortnite action figure line. If you are new to the channel, welcome, and please subscribe so you'll be notified of future videos. If you want to help the channel out and you play Fortnite, please feel free to add my creator code to your Epic account. It's MacDowin. Red Strike is an epic skin, and he's part of the Gold Mask set. Released in Chapter 1, Season 10, this skin was part of the starter pack from that season. Let's take a look at the accessories. He comes with the Red Streak harvesting tool, and it looks pretty nice. It's more orange up here. I can't remember in game if this is supposed to be red or orange, but Red Streak makes me think red. Anyway, it looks more orange, which I don't think the camera is conveying as well. It's got the gold hints here and there, and more orange and more orange. It's interesting. Unfortunately, mine is bent a little bit. And you can I don't know, can you kind of see that wave along here? There's a bit of a wavy bend up there, so it could just be a package sitting. It's been in a package for so long that way, it's kind of just bent up that way. But anyway, the look of it's pretty nice. He comes with the bladed bag back bling. This came in his starter pack, and that's pretty cool. It's pretty detailed. He's got some Psy here, Ninja Star gold. It's got some detail on there that looks pretty nice and a little bit weathered, where the gold paint app doesn't quite cover everything. Kind of gives it a bit of a weathered look, so I kind of dig that. I like that a little bit. Doesn't have to be completely perfectly painted, but yeah, I think this looks nice. And he comes with a suppressed assault rifle, and again, unfortunately, this is kind of bent up a little bit there. Doesn't shoot as straight as some guns should. I think there's a wrap on here. Just looking at this makes me think of the digital grayscale wrap, but this is darker than that. The digital grayscale is lighter, so if any of you know if this is a different wrap, let me know. It's interesting, this back section almost looks like a separate piece, but it's firmly attached, just the way it's carved in there. I may have to soak some of these things in hot water to see if I can get them to straighten out, but the whole weapon actually kind of has a bit of a bow look to it through here. So that's very interesting that it looks that way. And finally, he comes with a round figure stand that says Fortnite, has 2 pegs on it, just like all the other McFarlane Fortnite action figures. This figure is in the McFarlane Fortnite action figure line, so that means it's supposed to be about 7 inches tall. Well, I thought it might be a little bit bigger than that because it looks bigger than 7 inches. So when I measure it up, the hair portion is all the way up to 8 inches, with the top of the head just a little bit over 7. I hope you're getting at it a good angle there, but that's pretty interesting. Such a tall figure from their line, that means he's going to be taller than some of the other figures. He does have 22 points of articulation, and we will take a look at that now. His head rotates around. His neck at the head and neck at the chest also move around. We'll get straight to his chest. This is a soft, I don't know, I'm not going to say soft goods because that means cloth, but this is a soft rubber jacket, and he's got no body under here. This is a, let's see if you can see how this squeezes in. It's kind of like a leather jacket over the construction to save a little bit on construction there, which is, it creates a very cool look, a very rumpled look, and you can move him around and he looks like he's really truly wearing a coat that way. His shoulders go up that high. He's got ball joints inside there. They're kind of hard to work with because they're inside that coat, but the shoulders work just fine. He's got bicep rotation, double pin at the elbow. He's got the ball joint at the wrist for a hinge and rotation. And then we're down to the leg area. Mine on this figure, this right side, can't quite seem to match up with the waist piece, somewhat like the left side. The left side isn't perfect either, but there's this gap here that it's very difficult to get rid of. So if you want him to do the splits, he can go about that high. Hang on. I had something fall over here. If you want him to do the splits, he can go about that high, and he's got full range of motion in these legs. He's got double pin at the knees, the ball joint at the ankle for a hinge and rotation, and a toe hinge right there. So, yeah, it kind of looks a little funny, this leg area. But, I don't know. What do you do? Especially on an older figure. You can't just go and return and get a new one. And I don't know, maybe they're all this way. Does he look cool? Yeah, I think he actually looks pretty cool. One thing I'm learning about these McFarlane Fortnite figures is that the experience, I can't get him to stand again. The experience you get with these figures is kind of different than what you would expect when you look at them in the package. They look one way, then you get them out, and then they work and feel different. Like, I didn't expect that this to be a soft rubber jacket. I thought it was like all others, is just a hard molded thing over body pieces. That kind of adds a level of cool to me. Overall, I think this is a much better figure. I kind of hesitated. This was going to be one of the last ones that I reviewed because visually he just doesn't jump out at me. But now that I've handled the figure and I kind of look at the design and I see how it works, this figure is far cooler. This is a much neater figure out of the box, I think. I mean, some of you are going to love this figure in the box. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, I think he's overall a pretty good figure. Let's take a look at him with some posing with his accessories. I had the same problem with this figure as I have the other McFarlane figures. The hands won't open easily to put harvesting tools in. The weapon, his assault rifle, went into his hand really nice and easy, and with all back blings, it popped on the back real nice. I think this figure does have some really cool posability. I think he'll look great on a shelf when you get him into a pose that, you know, you like. I think he just looks great. I really actually am looking more at these gold pants than I did earlier, and just seeing the light shimmer as it rotates around is very cool. I like this figure, and I like him more now out of the package than I did in the package. Now time for some height comparison. This guy is going to probably tower over quite a few of these figures. Here he is next to a G.I. Joe Classified figure and a Jazzwares Fortnite figure. Both of these are about 6 inches tall. Next to a Star Wars Black Series figure and a Marvel Legends figure. Next to a Halo Spartan Collection figure and a Lanyard Predator figure. And next to a McFarlane DC Multiverse figure and a Jazzwares Fortnite Brawlers figure. And just for the fun of it, surrounded by a variety of roughly 4-inch action figures. Overall, I'm pretty pleased with this figure. I'm a lot more pleased and surprised than I thought I would be. I do like the figure. I do like his look much better now that I've got him out of the package and I've been able to manipulate him and move him around and pose him and all that stuff. But anyway, thank you for stopping by and watching. What do you think about this figure? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you haven't already, check out my review of Scully from the McFarlane action figure Fortnite line in the lower left corner. Again, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.